This is Dr. Syed from India. Today I am going to teach you about NIBOSH International General Certificate, Element-9 PartD, work equipment hazards and risk control. The another type of God is Interlock God system. This is used where frequently the operator has access to dangerous parts of a machinery. Interlocked gates allow the access to machinery working areas for resetting some type of machines. If the frequency of access is more, then it is required to remove it constantly. Interlocking God system consists of a secure safety system. This links to primary God opening connected to the opening of a second safety device or to the complete stoppage of the machine. These are the safest devices by which safe working access is allowed to the machine operations. This system works as the best protection system. When the God is open, obviously there is access to the hazards area. You can see the diagram of interlock system with the machine. This God will prevent the access to the hazards area until the machinery is running, and it safeguards you from the hazards until it is stopped. The main factors in the operation of this system is that it doesn't allow you to operate the machine until the guard system is fully functional. In the event of the interlock system fails, the machinery gets shut off, but the guards remains in place and the hazard also remains in its place. But nobody is going to get harmed. The interlocking system is very difficult to get failed. The interlock system operates by linking to the power supply of the machine. Only you can remove this interlock by cutting it off from the guard is in open position. We have the other locking system which operates mechanically or magnetically. Interlock system is such a system where it links the two guards together. The opening of the first guard must be automatically bring the second guard into operation. When you need an access to replace a workpiece in the machine, the action of opening the guard will cover the cutting operation and slide the cutter back away from the cutting access area, and a second guard will cover it. The primary guard never open until the second safety guard device is in its exact place. Trip devices. Now we will see the different types of trip devices. There are some operations which make impossible to fit either a fixed guard or interlock. You are seeing a diagram of the electronic trip unit. In these circumstances, the best type of safety system is a trip device. It is defined as a guard which stops or reverses the motion of the machine when a person enters the hazards area. The trip device will get operated when a person enters the risk area or if an entanglement occurs into the moving parts. The effectiveness of any trip device depends on the efficiency of the stopping device. So these devices are considered on top priority. If in any accident a trip guard is activated, the trip device doesn't allow further operations of the machinery until it comes to rest. It is important that a test circuit should be designed to inspect the tripping action of the machine. There are different types of devices which are based on the contact of sensor. You are seeing a trip device which is attached to a power press. This is the diagram of a power press with a trip device. This device is used with the machinery where frequent access to dangerous parts is required. This device can stop the operation when the operator reaches the dangerous area of the machine. Mechanical and electronic trigger devices. A trip bar guard is fitted to press brake and a micro switch is attached to the trip bar. You can see this diagram of a shearing machine or press brake where a mechanical and electronic triggers has been attached. If it is slightly displaced, then the alternating current supply get cut off and inject direct current into the motor. Due to this action of the displacement of AC to DC, the machine stops instantly or just within 2.5 revolution of the motor. If a person gets entangled in the machine, the trip bar is displaced and the power to the machine will get cut off. This type of device may not prevent contact, but only operate once a contact is made. But this serves to reduce the injurious effect of contact. The important cautions to use this equipment is as follows. A more care is to be taken to the trip bar, as a little movement can activate the micro switch. The trip bar have a maximum sensitivity. Monitor the micro switch for contact wear. Make sure that the trip guard is not used as an operational brake for the motor. Photoelectric Gods. These are used for press brakes, guillotines and hydraulic presses. You are seeing a photograph of a press attached with a photoelectric guard. The guard is operated by creating a light rays curtain across the hazard area. If any of the light ray beams are broken or disturbed, the unit will stop immediately. The system have no moving parts and it is very economical to maintain. The light screen is incorporated to a self-checking system after each operation of the machine. This confirms that the equipment is working in good condition and there is no possibilities of failure of the equipment. This is another device called as pressure pads. The floor mats which may cause a door to open when anybody steps on them. You are seeing a photograph of a pressure pad at the right side. These are called as a safety or strip mats. They consist of pneumatic or low voltage electric contact circuits linked to the power circuit of the machine. Anybody steps on the mat, the power will get shut off and acts as safety switch or trip switch. The mats are placed around the machine at a calculated distance from the hazard. The time and the distance to reach the machine over the pads is calculated in such a way that once the pressure mat has been activated by the person, the machine must stop before the person access to the dangerous area. The same principle has been used in some devices like safety edges and narrow strips fitted to sliding doors or machine ports which may close to trap a person. Circuits from the pressure strips can halt the closing moment if you reverse it. Tripwires. This is another type of device which is used for safety. You are seeing a diagram at the right side where you can see a tripwire has been attached to a switch. Tripwires are more convenient to stop long conveyor belts, rope making and printing machines, paper making machines. These tripwires should be carefully designed to ensure efficient and safe operation. You can see a photograph of a tripwire switch at the right side. Pulling the wire in any direction will not work. Though the wire is attached to a pull switch, it will only respond to a pull in one direction only. Now we will go through the adjustable gourds. Adjustable gourds are little different with the fixed gourds. Fixed gourds are not suitable for some of the machines. So as per the design of some of the machines, adjustable gourds are only suitable. Otherwise, it is impracticable to prevent access to the dangerous parts. The cutter on milling machine and the abrasive wheel on a surface grinder will have adjustable gourds. These gourds are adjusted manually to protect ourselves. You are seeing a photograph of a milling machine with an adjustable gourd. These gourds are used only in places where the conditions are suitable. There should be a good lighting facility to make the adjustments. An adequate training should be given to the machine operator to work safely. The adjustable gourd protects any opening to the machinery through which material can be fed. This opening can be adjusted to opening and close as per our requirement size and as per the requirement of the job. Adjustment can be carried out by a trained person before using the gourd. It requires a regular maintenance to ensure that the gourd is not disturbed from its position. The design of the gourd should be sturdy and should not get damaged easily. Generally, these types of gourds are used on woodworking machinery, lathes, milling machines, drills and grinders. Machine operators prefer to have clear view of the job during machine operations. Weaving windows of polycarbonate, perspex or armored plate glasses are fixed to allow the operator's clear view. Some systems are made with a telescopic fencing or a slotted movable casting to allow the view of the operator. This is a radial circular saw with adjustable guard. The cover is adjusted so that the height is large enough for the workpiece to be cut by the saw, and at the same time ensuring that there should be minimum exposure to the dangerous parts. This is a drilling machine chuck guard. In vertical drills or woodworking machines, the transparent cover, which allows a clear view of the drill or cutter to the operator, is adjusted and secured in position by the thumb screw. This is a hinged lathe guard. A visible transparent cover over the cutting operations area allows the operator to view and control the operations. It is hinged at the top so that on completion of the operations, it can be lifted to get access to the workpiece. This is an adjustable and fixed guard of abrasive wheel. The use of adjustable guards are allowed in some of the machinery operations. The guards are adjusted by the operator but not automatically. Manual adjusting guards. This device is used for constant access is required to load and remove the workpiece. It's used along with the fixed guards to allow access to some area of the hazardous place. For example, an abrasive wheel is enclosed by fixed guarding, but a small part has to be exposed for the operation of the machine. There is a problem with the manual adjusting guards system. You can see a diagram, a photograph of a grinding machine attached with an adjustable guard system. They can easily be defeated. They depend upon the operator only. The operator should take care more safety about himself and should be vigilant at all times while operating the machine. Manual adjusting guard system is not an automatic operation system. A perfect suitable training should be given to the operator, and there should be strict supervision on him. This is a self-adjusting guard system. A self-adjusting guard gets adjusted itself to accommodate the passage of the material and control the sparks and broken materials particles not to go out and strike the operator. At the beginning, the guard is open to accommodate the workpiece in position and adjusted to the safe closed position. After completion of the operation, it returns to the safe position. This is a metal cutting saw. You can see the photograph of a metal cutting saw in action. It is used to cut rods, pipes and sections. The woodworking machine also works on the same principle, but the blade cutter will be of different material type. The setting of the blade is closed in a metal hood. The metal hood itself is a guard. The blade and hood are fixed to an arm We can observe that no part of the blade is exposed because the self-adjusting God is attached with a spring which goes up by closing the job in the cutting position and comes down when we lift the blade. Some of the machines have gourds which comes down and close the job while cutting operation. This is due to the gravity pressure. When the arm is pressed down for cutting operation, first the God comes in contact with the table of the machine or the job, and when slowly the blade moves down, the God will also move to the up position. These two movements are related with each other. Now the arm is lifted and the blade disengages. The force of the spring or gravity returns the self-adjusting God to its protective position. Some part of the blade must be exposed when in operation. Two-hand controls safety. We are seeing a photograph of a press where a person is operating with two-hand controls. When providing the gourds are not possible, then two-hand controls are the option for protecting the hands of the machine operator. It can also be used as a hold to run controls. A two-hand control device requires both hands to operate the machinery controls. It's the system of protecting the operator from the hazards. This is a special type design where hand controls should be placed and separated. It's only possible to set the dangerous spots in motion only if the controls are operated within an approximate time of half second of each other. If there is a danger from the movements of the parts, this should be stopped immediately or reversed. If still there is danger, one or both the controls are released. On releasing the control, the hand control should be installed at such a distance from the danger point that it should not be possible for the operator to reach the danger point before the motion of the dangerous part is stopped. Some of the difficulties with the use of two-hand controls are: two-handed system can overcome by a determined operator. This system can protect the operator only, but not the other people nearby. So a frequent maintenance is required for this two-hand control system. This system requires a complex mechanism if we want that the machine should be more effective. In practical, this system of machine guarding is used very rarely in the industry. Protective appliances. Most of the operations of the machinery are carried out with hand tools manually. While carrying out these operations, the operator should take care from the contact of the hazard parts of the machine, like push sticks, jigs and other type of holders. To handle these hazardous operations, protective appliances are used, but this equipment may not be adequate but can save the operator to a limited level. PPEs, personal protective equipment. You can see a photograph here that all the workers are wearing full PPEs and they are going to work. Some of the hazards can be controlled by PPEs. PPE is the last level of device to protect from hazards. Though the PPE used, the hazards may not be eliminated. PPE can protect the operator only, but not others. It's the individual responsibility of the workers to use and safeguard themselves. Protective clothing like helmets, boots, goggles, hearing protection, etc. can provide immediate and short-term protection, and using the guards and other safety devices can provide full protection from all the hazards associated with the operating of the machinery. Training and supervision. The main cause of the accidents are the error of the operator. All the workers are fully aware of the particular risk associated with the operation of the particular machine, and they should know how to work safely. All the operators are given appropriate training about how to work on a particular machine, and they should know the safe procedures and working practices. The level of training will be related to the machinery and equipment they are working and its associated hazards and dangers. Some equipment require a high level of training for the dangerous operations on the machinery and equipment. Some training programs will include a recognized training certificates. Abrasive wheels, mounters and setters will be trained for a specialized training program, and as a recognition they will be awarded a certificate. This training includes on-the-job training, instructions, machine controls, emergency controls, etc. The duty of the employer is to inform the workers about the hazards arising in the workplace. Toolbox talks is another way of informing and giving the instructions about the new and available hazards of the machinery and operations. My dear students, this is the call me, or you can write me to my mail address so that I can clear up all your doubts. Work safely and live safe. Thanking you very much.